How's it going, everyone? I'm back to make a new video. I know it's been well over a year now since I made a true video. I posted when I went down there last year for Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals against Vegas. Just posted that video after we won. Just an unbelievable experience. That game, first playoff Stanley Cup Finals win in franchise history. I was there to experience it. It was just completely unbelievable. And we're back in the Stanley Cup playoffs, the finals, for the second straight year in a row. You know, if you would tell me 10 years ago this Florida Panthers team would make it back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, be a favored team in the finals, be dominant that we are, have a solid head coach, a solid defense, I would have not believed you. I would have absolutely not believed you. But yet, here we are. So, you know, I think our chances are good. We just got to play our game, and we'll be more than there. You know, we had an unbelievable run last year. This year, still an unbelievable run. Vasilevsky, Swayman, and Shesterkin, best goaltenders in the league. We absolutely beat them. Again, if Shesterkin hadn't stood on his head last series, it would have probably been a 4-game, if not 5-game series. So thankfully, he did, because now we have the same amount of rest as Edmonton does, and whatnot. So this video, I just want to kind of give an update of where I'm at. Clearly, I'm still here. Clearly, I still am a supporter of the Panthers. My fandom has not died. I am still obsessed with this team. As much as ever, I can't, you know, my wife jokes with me, whatnot about it all the time. But again, this team means just so much to me. Going again, like I said, being a fan of theirs in the early beginning, it got me through a lot. Personally, you know, I could have turned to something that I may not be making videos. I probably wouldn't be here. So, again, that's why I'm a fan of this team. So, again, just want to give you an update where I've been, why I haven't been really making videos and whatnot. So, I want to go back to last year. What I've been doing is, my goal is to see the Panthers play in every single NHL arena. That is the goal. And last year, I went to see them play in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. They obviously lost both of those games. And then, you know, I've obviously seen them play in Tampa already, Florida, down in Fort Lauderdale, and obviously in Boston. So during the playoffs, I'm like, all right, well, if we go to KC face-off against Carolina, I'll go to a game there. So I did go to a game in Carolina. I went to that double overtime game, which we won. Kachuk with the game winner. Single overtime, sorry. That night before, I had to work that Friday. And we all know Thursday was the epic 4 OT game, which, again, I went to bed early because I had to be at work at 5 to work early so I could take a plane later that evening to go down to Raleigh to stay there for that weekend. So I didn't stay up for the whole game. I watched some of it, but then I just couldn't sleep, and I'm just paying attention on Reddit, seeing the game again. Very superstitious. I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this. Just like jinx us. Stayed up, following on Reddit the whole time, and again, it ended at 2 a.m. in the morning. That's just an epic win. So going off of that adrenaline, going into work, then I went, worked till 12, took a nap, went down to Logan, took the plane down to Raleigh. You know, that Saturday, went to Waffle House. Anytime I am in an area of a Waffle House, I have to do that. I saw when I went to Tampa that one time. It was the first time ever, and then since then I've been in love. Then I hit up a few breweries. It's a big thing I'm into, obviously, is breweries. I'm on Untapped. I'm a Cats fan, 79. If you're on Untapped, you want to add me. And then went to the game. Epic win. Cloud9. And then I went home. And then, obviously, June of last year, around this time, June 8th, went down for game 3. And won that epic overtime game I was just on the edge of my seat. I was so nervous. Everyone was cheering around me. I'm just nervous as hell. And then we get the tying goal. Kachuk with the tying goal. Broken spleen and all. And then Verhage wins it in the overtime period. Then, leaving, just that was just unbelievable. That just the atmosphere of everyone cheering, "Let's go Panthers!" Unbelievable. I play that at least a few times a month just to relive that. So this season, my goal was to see them play all the New York teams, which I did. So I saw them play the Islanders first in New York, won that game. Let me backtrack. So I did go down for the home opener and another game. Obviously saw the win against Toronto, and then we lost against Vancouver. It was great to go down there, hung out with my friends Adam and Craig, and then met my good buddy Mike, who's also in the brewery, so I went a few breweries down there. My favorite, Three Sons. Whenever I stay down in Fort Lauderdale, I stay at a hotel, and I could throw a rock and hit Three Sons. It's one of my favorite breweries. So, did that. Met Craig's Craig's friend Diana, really cool person. She went with us for the Vancouver game, whatnot. So this season, like I said, see them play all the New York teams. See them play the Islanders in New York. They won. Great game there. Then I went to see them play against the Sabres in Buffalo. That was a good game. Again, another win. And then in March, I saw them play the Rangers, and then the next day the Devils. So that was a nice experience. Finally got to see a game in MSG. Always wanted to see a game there, and it was definitely well worth it as they won both of those games. So knock on wood, I have a good streak so far with them on the road. They have won now 5 games in a row. They won all 4 games I saw this season, and then they won against Carolina in Raleigh. So next season, depending on how much vacation time and when it is, my goal is to see them play all the California teams. Now, if that's unobtainable, I'll probably see them play Washington and then maybe go to Columbus or whatever. But again, the goal is to see them play in all NHL arenas. I got to get my passport so I can see them play the Canadian team. So with that being said, I have my hotel and airfare booked for Game 2. On Monday, I will be down there, catching an early flight, staying in the same hotel I always stay at. Probably take a nap, hit Three Sons as always, and then probably gonna meet up with my buddies Craig and Adam at Sawgrass. Meet with them, hang out with them for a little bit, and then head over to the arena, and then I go back home the next day. I was gonna say 3 days, but again, doing these quick little trips is a lot, and I do have a really early shift on Thursday, so I don't want to totally burn myself out. So. Yep, looking forward to that. Hopefully another win. I closed Saturday, so I'll miss Game 1. But then till Game 7, up to Game 6, I'll be able to watch all those games. So hopefully I'm closing Game 6. I'm going to try and switch. Hopefully nothing happens with that. But then the other 2 games I'll be able to watch and hopefully see us raise a Stanley Cup. So yeah, again, reason why I really haven't been posting really videos is, to be honest, the position I'm in at work it's mentally draining. It's completely draining. I'm operations assistant store manager at Lowe's. Been with the company for 9 years. 11-hour shifts every day, and it's just between customers, associates. Store manager. It's just a lot, and just by the time I get home, I'm just drained. I just don't have the desire to want to make videos and stuff like that. Did I want to make videos during this season? Some videos, yes. Not full-on recaps like Jaws does. But just check in here and there, give my thoughts of how the season's going and stuff like that. But like I said, it's just mentally draining, and especially for almost a good part of the last year. It was just a bad time. Situation at work happened. Finally, that situation has been resolved, taken care of. There's no other problem, but again, it just overall just was a not good time for me. So that's kind of why I don't really make videos much anymore. Maybe next season I will. Maybe I'll, if when I do go to the arenas next season, depending on what team, what I want to do, either the California thing or maybe see them in Washington and maybe Nashville, Columbus. That'd be good. Because again, I'd like to get all the East Coast taken care of. That will be good to get that all banged out. But again, we'll see depending on finances and all that. So that's really all I've got, guys. Again, sorry I haven't really posted much lately. But again, I am still repping the Shield. I love this team more than anything, as much as most hates to hear that. I do love this team, and I cannot wait to hopefully raise a Stanley Cup in a couple of weeks. Again, it's gonna be unbelievable. I will be on cloud 9 forever. It seems until next year, but it'll be a long time coming. So that's all I got. Again, thank you for the support, everyone, and again, I will see you in the next video, whenever that is.